The NRA is gathering in Dallas this weekend. A spokesperson says they expect about 75,000 people to attend the three-day event. Former President Donald Trump is the keynote speaker. The gathering attracting big crowds and, yes, also controversy. Our Don White is live in downtown Dallas this morning with more on the protests already getting underway. Good morning, Don.
Good morning, Robbie. I'm here at Dallas City Hall Plaza, where you can see behind me mom and students demand action. They are holding a protest, and this is just as the convention is going on just a few blocks away from here. Adults and kids can attend the free event that is going on this weekend. Protesters here say they're concerned about children being able to go to the event. More than 600 gun and gear exhibitors are at the K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center. Numerous workshops and seminars are also taking place today. NRA Deputy Director Jennifer Bremen says people can expect extra security today. That is because former President Donald Trump is expected to be there. Texas Governor Greg Abbott will also give a speech today. And for more on the protest and the message behind it, I am joined now by Maria Rodriguez with Students Demand Action, UT Dallas students. So if you could tell me kind of what the message is that you're trying to accomplish through the protest.
Today we're here to call out the gun industry and to call on gun industry accountability and also gun violence accountability in America. As we all know, gun violence is the #1 killer of young adults in America. Today actually marks the 6th-year anniversary of the Santa Fe mass shooting in Santa Fe, Texas, and next week marks the next week marks the 2-year anniversary of the Robb Elementary School shooting that happened in Uvalde, Texas. And one of the things that we're calling out today specifically is that the NRA convention is happening right now, yet they're not acknowledging the fact that there are quite literally anniversaries of mass shooting occurring as we speak. They are not being remorseful, they do not care, and for that reason we're out here today to call them out and to hold them accountable for their flaws, as today should be a memorial for people who lost their lives to rifles, to gun violence in America.
Thanks very much, Maria, for joining us. And NRA spokesperson tells me that the former president is expected to speak at 3 this afternoon. Live in downtown Dallas, Dawn White, CBS News Texas.
As we turn to news at 9:31, security is extra tight as the National Rifle Association gathers in Dallas this weekend. The annual convention is expected to draw tens of thousands of visitors to downtown. The pro-gun group also attracting protesters as well. Now, Don White is live in downtown Dallas this morning with more on the agenda for today and the protests that are happening right now. Hey, Don.
Hey, Robbie, I'm here at Dallas City Hall Plaza where, as you can hear, the protest is going on. I'm going to step out of the way. It's both moms and students demand action who are holding this protest. I would say about 150 people are here. We are also seeing shirts that are lined up, and they tell me that those are for the victims of gun violence, those who have passed away. Now, the NRA meeting is going on just a few blocks from here. Seminars and meetings are going on throughout the day. More than 600 gun and gear exhibitors are at the K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center. NRA Deputy Director Jennifer Bremen says people can expect extra security today with former President Donald Trump's arrival. Texas Governor Greg Abbott will also give a speech. Adults and kids are welcome to attend the event, and the protesters that you see here, they say they're concerned about children being able to go to the event.
It's interesting you're allowing them to come, and they're obviously advertising openly that children are welcome to come to this event when we know firearms are the leading cause of death for children and teens.
And Trump is expected to speak around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Our Jack Fink will be there. Live in downtown Dallas, Dawn White, CBS News Texas.
Thank you so much for the update, Don. Right now, the NRA is gathering in Dallas this weekend. A spokesperson tells us that they expect about 75,000 people to attend the three-day event. Former President Donald Trump is the keynote speaker. The gathering attracting big crowds and, of course, also controversy. Our Don White live in downtown Dallas this morning with more on the meetings and protests that are already underway. Good morning, Don.
Good morning, Robbie. And that protest is going on right now here at City Hall. And this is just about a block away from here is where the NRA annual meeting is going on. Adults and kids are welcome to attend the free event. Protesters here say they're concerned about children being able to go to the event. More than 600 gun and gear exhibitors are at the K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center. Numerous workshops and seminars are also taking place today. NRA Deputy Director Jennifer Bryman says people can expect extra security today with former President Donald Trump's arrival. Texas Governor Greg Abbott will also give a speech. And for more on this protest, I am joined now by Miriam Sharma. Thanks for joining us. You're with Moms Demand Action. So tell me a little bit more about the protest and what you hope to accomplish.
We're actually framing it very differently. It's not really a protest. We're here for gun violence prevention. We've got congregations present here today that have written the names of those that have died by gun violence onto T-shirts. And we're hoping to just raise awareness about gun violence. That's really a point of being here. And we just want accountability to the gun industry, not to market to children, because firearms are the leading cause of death for children and teens in the United States. And we want to bring awareness to that. We don't want one more death. The access to a safe learning environment, the access to a shopping mall, the access to all these spaces, the access to a life, full, healthy, happy life is so important. And I think we need to be aware of that and fight as hard as we can to protect the lives of the most innocent, that's the children in our community. And that's what we're here for, to bring awareness to gun violence and put an end to it.
Thanks very much, Miriam, for joining us. And NRA spokesperson tells me that former President Donald Trump is expected to speak at the meeting today around 3 p.m. Live in downtown Dallas, Dawn White, CBS News Texas.
All right, Dawn, thank you so much for the update. Security is tight as the National Rifle Association gathers in Dallas this weekend. The annual convention expected to draw tens of thousands of visitors to downtown Dallas. The pro-gun group also attracting protesters as well. Our Dawn White live in downtown Dallas this morning with more on the agenda and the protests that have been happening since this morning. Good morning, Dawn.
Good morning, Robbie, and I'm here at Dallas City Hall Plaza, where people just finished speaking about 5 minutes ago, and then they marched down there behind me, the small march. I would say there's about 150 people who came out here for the protest and the rally, and this is just a few blocks away from the NRA meeting. Seminars and meetings are going on today throughout the day. More than 600 gun and gear exhibitors are at the K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center. NRA Deputy Director Jennifer Bryman says people can expect extra security today with former President Donald Trump's arrival. Texas Governor Greg Abbott will also give a speech. Adults and kids are welcome to attend the free event. Protesters here say they are concerned about children being able to go to the event.
This is interesting. You're allowing them to come, and they're obviously advertising openly that children are welcome to come to this event when we know firearms are the leading cause of death for children and teens.
NRA spokesperson tells me that the former president is expected to speak around 3 o'clock this afternoon, and our Jack Fink will be there. Live in downtown Dallas, Dawn White, CBS News Texas.
Thank you for that update, Dawn.